our real estate live session. Rico, can you help me turn off the? All right. So welcome again to our another edition of our live real estate sessions. And today I'm going to be talking about one particular topic that so many investors have been asking themselves, which is land and stock, which is better for preserving wealth. All right. So before we dive in, I would like to say this. I would like to say this. I'm not discarding the fact that stocks has actually made so many people millionaires and billionaires. But if you are looking to preserve your wealth long term and also enjoy land appreciation over time and preserving your wealth generationally for your children yet unborn and also enjoying land appreciation, then you should listen to this video. You should watch this video to the end of it to get the value I'm going to be discussing this evening. All right. Now, we're going to be starting with the first one, which says land, land can create. Okay, nobody is creating more lands. But before we go further, let me say this one more thing. In many countries, the reason why people are investing into stocks more because I did some research and I found out that 70 to 80% of people are investing into more stocks than real estate. Now, listen to this. 70 to 80% of people are investing into stocks, while 20 to 30% of people are investing into real estate, into lands, because stocks are easier to buy. They are very easy to access. You will see someone that will use $10 to buy a stock, or you see someone with $100. With $100, you can buy a stock. You can buy stocks, right? And you can buy it with just your smartphone at the comfort of your home. That's what makes it easier, and that's why more people are investing into stocks than real estate. And when it comes to real estate, you need to undergo some series of due diligence. You need to know documents. You need to go for site inspections. You need to know things and things before you can start investing. You need huge capital, not necessarily huge capital, because here in Delta State, with just 850,000 naira, you can get a land outskirts of Asaba. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. So I'm saying that it is easier to invest into stocks because with $10 to $100, you can start your investment into stocks. But with huge amount of money comes real estate. So that is why more people are investing into stocks than land. But to preserve wealth for generational to preserve generational wealth and to enjoy land appreciation over time, long term, you need to invest into land. And this is the reason why. Because number one is nobody is creating more land, right? Nobody is creating more land, right? So sorry for that. Sorry for that. So nobody is creating more land, right? So one of my favorite quotes is the one that Mark Twain said, which he said, buy land because they are not making more of it anymore. And this quote came from a popular person, Mark Twain. You might know him, Mark Twain, which said, buy land because they are not making more of it, right? So companies can issue more shares, governments can print more money, but nobody can manufacture more land. God has created land and He has created it all. So the earlier you start taking possession of your own, the earlier you start taking possession of your own portion, the better for you because God is not creating more land. He has done that. He has done that one-time creation. So it is now left for you to start taking possession of your own space, possession for your children, for your children now and for your children yet unborn. So nobody is creating more land. That is the reason why land is there to preserve wealth. And the second one we should be looking at is Land does not disappear overnight. Land cannot disappear overnight. That's just one thing you should know. If the stock market crashes today, your portfolio could lose a significant percentage of its value within hours, right? If the stock market crashes today, you can lose significant of shares, but your land is still there tomorrow. Even during economic crisis, during economic turndowns, the land remains a physical asset. It remains a physical asset. So whether stocks is rising or whether it's falling, because you can never determine how where stocks will be tomorrow. But the land that you have gotten with due diligence and all, by the time you are done with your documentation, you have the right documents, you are the rightful owner, you've been allocated, you have done your due diligence, it's there. It's there. It's not going anywhere. It's a tangible asset. But shares can crash at any time. And another reason why I love land for preserving wealth is that population growth increases demand. So every year, more people need places to work. More people need places to build their businesses, need places to invest, need places to worship, right? As population grows, the demand for land generally increases. And that is the reason why it will always be there. It will always be the number one when it comes to preserving wealth because the demand is increasing, just like Asaba is right now. Asaba is experiencing massive population increase. I made some research and I found out that 480,000 persons are in Asaba currently. You can do your own research and find it out. I know that I'm not just making this up. 480,000 persons are living in Asaba. So imagine more and more people coming in every day, and you have like one hectare, 2 hectares. You've already positioned yourself so that by the time they start coming in, you can start like reaping. You bought very low at a very low price, but by the time they start coming in, you can sell to them at huge like millions, right? So population growth increases demand, and that is a good thing for you as a smart investor, as someone who has seen the future, as someone who has studied statistics. It's a good thing for you because you're going to be getting huge return of investment. So population growth is one of the biggest reasons land has historically appreciated over long periods of time. And the fourth one is development creates wealth. So as population is increasing, people are looking for more businesses, people are looking for where to invest, people are looking for shops, people are looking to for where to live. That is where that is where you start building things like residential buildings, commercial buildings, short-let apartments and hostels for students, hosted for when you build these things, your development, just like I said, the fourth one is development creates wealth. It creates wealth. So the more people are coming in, the more development is coming, the more government projects are coming in, your investment is increasing because as it is now, this plaza that I'm sitting making this beautiful video you are seeing right now, you the rent for this plaza is nothing less than a million plus. A million plus. Why? Because development is coming in. People are coming in, people are rushing in. So that is the fourth reason. And the fifth reason why land will keep on being one of the number one reason for preserving wealth is is land can be passed down. Generational wealth. It can be passed down. I know someone who got a land worth 300 and something million. Or let me not even go far. My uncle who recently bought land, he bought that land and started building on it. Now let's see. We don't pray for bad things to happen, but we definitely not live forever, right? Even I myself that is talking here will not live forever. So eventually those investments that I've made will be passed down to my children as generational wealth. And that is why it is, land is very nice for living for your children. Because those parents that fail to invest for their children, by the time they start growing up, you that saw that vision and left investment and left assets in their name, they will grow faster and more. in their finances, they'll grow faster and more in life generally than those parents that failed to leave assets for their children. So if you are joining my life for the first time, my name is Sam, and what I'm talking about today is stocks and and land, which is better for preserving wealth. And I've said already that 80 to 70% of people are investing into stocks because it's very easy to to go into. It's very easy to invest, and 20 to 30% of people are investing into real estate. But when it comes to preservation, when it comes to wealth preservation, real estate will forever be one of, if not the number one, for preserving wealth. And I've mentioned that the reason why it is so is that nobody's creating more land. Land can be passed to your children, it can be passed down to your generations yet unborn. Imagine securing 5 hectares somewhere. 5 hectares is about an hectare. An hectare is about 21 plots thereabout. Now imagine 5 hectares. That's over 100 and something plots for you, for yourself. Or imagine getting 1,000 plots for yourself. So as your children are multiplying, as your generation is multiplying, it can keep on being passed down to them, and that is why they will never be compared to those parents that did not leave any assets in their children's name. And that's why if you're a parent and you're watching this video right now, make it a point to invest in your children's name. If you have 4 children, make it a point to buy assets in their names. And if you cannot afford it, try as much as possible to at least, if it's one, leave one in their name, leave one landed asset in their name. Instead, when they grow up, they can sell it off and split it and start, go into whatever they want to go into. Land that you bought 1.5 million naira today can be worth millions tomorrow. I don't want to leave a ceiling. I don't want to say it can be worth 90 million. I don't want to say it can be worth 300 million. I don't want to leave a ceiling to it because there is a landed property just along this road that is selling for almost a billion, 950 million. And as of then, it was not selling like that. So I don't want to put a ceiling to what it can sell for. So even if it is one plot, make it a point to leave one asset for your children. And if you can, if you're financially buoyant, make it a point to leave assets in their names individually and separately. And the last and final reason why wealth will keep on becoming the will keep on preserving wealth more than any other thing is that land protects your income. Land protects you against inflation, protect your money, your cash against inflation. Now, as the cost of building materials is going up, labor is going up, housing is rising, land value often rises as well. That's why many investors see land as a hedge against inflation. And that is why leaving money in the bank is very risky. It's not a good investment to do. I understand that you can leave your cash in as a fixed deposit, right? And maybe the bank will give you like a percentage at the end of the year, or maybe at the end of the year, or within 2 years, if that is a set agreed time that you agreed upon, they can give you a percentage if you are working with a fixed deposit. But still, land will give you far much more greater profit, far much more greater return on investment than leaving it in the bank. Working with a fixed deposit account is still better because with little amount of money, with 100,000, with 200,000, with 500,000, you can start. You can start. But land will give you more profit, more return of investment than leaving your money in the bank. Have you ever wondered to yourself, why is it that bankers love you to leave your money in the bank? This cannot be stressed enough. They love you. They will really appreciate because no, let me not go into that part. So instead of watching your purchasing power decline as land protects you against inflation, instead of watching your purchasing power decline, you own an asset that has the potential to appreciate over time. And one thing again I love about land is that it does not need anything from you. It does not need you to do anything. Once you buy it, you've gotten it. Just the only thing you need to do is to make sure that you own it. Make sure you are the rightful owner by having the right documents, by making sure that you've gotten allocated, by making sure that every single thing you need, you've done your due diligence, and you are the rightful owner. Now, once you are done with that, it does not need you to do any other thing on it. You don't need to leave a single hair, a single grass on the land. As development is coming into the place, as population is increasing, as development is coming into that area, it's appreciating the value over time. It does not need anything from you. It does not need you to build on the land. It does not need you to construct anything on the land. So make it a point today to own an asset that has the potential to appreciate over time without your help, without any strategy, without you having to think about anything concerning it. And also, stocks and real estate serve different purposes. That's one thing you should know. Stocks and real estate serves different purposes, right? But land offers you stability. Land offers you stability. Land offers you ownership, and it offers you an ownership of a tangible asset, something you can see, something you can touch, something you can feel, a tangible asset. It offers you stability. It offers you something you can feel, a tangible asset. And lastly, it offers you a long-term wealth preservation. Stocks is very nice. I'm not disputing that. It's very nice. They serve different purposes. But land offers you stability. It offers you a tangible asset. Tangible asset is something that you can see, you can feel, you can touch, you know. And lastly, it offers you long-term wealth preservation, long-term wealth appreciation, right? So many successful people own both of them. Stocks has produced so many millionaires and billionaires, while real estate in turn has also done the same. So many successful people own the both of them. You own stocks, you own real estate. So that's what they do. So if I'm to advise you right now, I'm going to advise you to start any of these investments I just mentioned. Don't wait till you have millions before you start investing into that. Stocks is another way you can start to invest in. Even if you have 10,000, with at least 5,000 naira, you can start investing into stocks. With at least 10,000, you can start investing into stocks. With 100,000, if you have more, invest into stocks. And if you find out that the billionaires in Nigeria are investing into banks, into different stocks recently, they're investing into Dangote, they're investing into so many different things. And if you have the capacity, also look into landed properties, because the successful people are investing into the both of them. So till I come your way again, my name is Sam, and I'm dedicated to helping you make the right investments in real estate and so many other finance, giving you financial tips. So if you want free consultation, do well to hit me up or drop a comment or go to my profile, go to my channel. You will find my number there. Hit me up and let's talk. Let's discuss business. I'll be waiting for you in my DM. See you on the next one.